Kyo, internetnya gimana?
Sudah oke, Riko?
Alhamdulillah, mantap.
Riko, ini seragam sekolah kamu.
Riko, sekolah online-nya sudah mau mulai.
Assalamualaikum. Selamat pagi anak-anak.
Waalaikumsalam. Selamat pagi juga, Pak.
Hari ini kita akan mulai belajar tentang perkalian. Sudah siap semua?
Siap, Pak.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to say thank you for coming in my presentation. It's good to see you all. Based on the previous video, I'd like to talk about online learning. But firstly, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Aprilia Azali, and I'm from the Head of Education. For the next 10 minutes, I'm going to share about what is online learning and the method used, the advantage and disadvantage, and how to create effective online learning activities. First, I will explain to you about what is online learning and the method used. Sun Education Group in 2020 says that online learning is a teaching and learning process that utilizes the internet and digital media in delivering material. Online learning activities are carried out through very special communication platforms that allow proper learning activities in the classroom to be carried out, such as Google Classroom, Google Meet, Zoom, Edmodo, and so on. Through this platform, interaction between teacher and student can run. Subject matter to exam or test can be carried out. In Indonesia, online learning began with government policy requiring social distancing or restriction on social interaction to prevent the spread of the COVID-19 virus. Online learning brings enormous impact and change from various aspects, one of which is influencing the teaching and learning process in the various schools. One form of alternative learning that can be implemented during the COVID-19 emergency is online learning. Also, online learning is not as effective as conventional or face-to-face learning activities. According to Codemy Publication 2021, some online learning methods that can be applied. First, synchronous learning is the most common learning system that has been implemented since time immemorial. Second, asynchronous learning is a learning system that does not require teacher and student to carry out the learning process according to a mutually agreed time. And the last, blended learning is a combination of synchronous and asynchronous learning systems. Therefore, teacher and student can adapt learning methods to the needs of the class. Then, the second topic is the advantage and disadvantage of online learning. Fakultas Kejuruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan in 2021 says that online learning has several advantages, including first, keeping up with the times so that they are trained in using information technology. Online learning methods are considered closer to the current generation of students who are known to be very integrated with technology products. Second, expands knowledge. With online learning, students can find everything about their lesson through the internet and look for other sources of information that you can find on the internet. Third, flexible time and place. Students can carry out the learning process anywhere and anytime, provided that they are connected to an internet connection, so that they can participate in online learning according to the time agreed by the teacher. Fourth, increased creativity. Through online learning methods, teacher and student are forced to think of more effective learning strategies. And the last, the cost is relatively cheaper and can be accessed easily. Because with online learning, they only need internet quota, they don't think about food money, travel costs, and so on. Access to online learning can be easily accessed using only a smartphone, laptop, or computer. Anybody would you like to ask?
I think
No.
it's enough.
Well, if no one asks, then I will continue. Also, online learning has its advantages. There are still some disadvantages that you need to know. Codemy publication in 2021 said that, first, lack of development of communication between teacher and student and between students. With student communication skill due to the lack of face-to-face between teacher, student, and peers. In the end, students become individualists and find it difficult to work in a team. Second, difficulty of teacher and student in mastering technology. Not all students and teachers understand the technology used in online learning. This can hinder the delivery of material by the teacher and the student learning process. Third, many locations do not have a stable internet network, especially for students who live in remote areas. Online learning is much more difficult than face-to-face learning because they have to find a place with a good and stable signal. Fourth, some teachers and students do not have adequate equipment. Also, technology has developed rapidly. In reality, not everyone has a device that can support this learning. So, this can hinder to achieve learning goals. And the last, understanding of the material. Some people may be able to grasp material faster just by reading, but there are also those who take longer to really understand. There are even those who need explanation from other people in order to understand the material being studied. The last topic is about how to make effective online learning activities. WASIA in 2020 says that there are several ways to create effective online learning activities. First, the school needs to make an online learning system scheme by making a systematic, structured, and simple schedule to facilitate communication between parents and the school so that students studying at home can be monitored effectively. Second, the school provides an alternative to students who do not have facilities in the form of smartphone or laptops and do not have internet access to carry out learning activities in groups while still paying attention to health protocols. Third, giving free internet quota to students from the government. Fourth, parents must support their children to participate in online learning. Fifth, teachers must be able to create model and learning strategies that are accordant with the character of students in their school. Sixth, teachers must be familiar with teaching using complex online media that are packaged effectively, easily accessible, and understood by students. And the last, the ability of teachers to innovate in designing and composing material, learning methods, and what applications are in accordance with the material and the method. That's all the presentation that I can conclude. More or less, I apologize. Does anyone have any question or comments about my presentation?
I want to ask Miss Aprilia, can online learning be said to be effective?
Okay, thanks for the good question. I have permission to answer. In my opinion, online learning is the best option because right now we are being haunted by a pandemic. Face-to-face learning should be much more effective. Even so, the effectiveness of learning can be realized by meeting all the components of online needs, such as internet signal, quota, media, to effective and fun learning methods. Anyone else want to ask? If not anybody has anything else to ask again, I would like to end today's presentation with the conclusion. Since the establishment of COVID-19 as a pandemic, online learning has become the government's main focus in providing education to break the chain of the spread of COVID-19. There are three methods in online learning, namely synchronous learning, asynchronous learning, and blended learning. Therefore, teachers and students can adapt learning methods to the needs of the class. Online learning has its own advantages and disadvantages. To be able to minimize the disadvantage of online learning, it is necessary to collaborate between teachers, students, parents, schools, and the government. Good collaboration between all parties is a determining factor for online learning to be more effective and achieve the expected results. The existence of online learning shows us how important it is for teaching and learning activities to be carried out even though it is not possible to meet in person. Hopefully, this COVID-19 pandemic will pass quickly along with the new normal that has been imposed by the government, so that the learning process can be carried out as before with the presence of teacher and student will interact directly with each other. To learn from phenomena when lesson from the place, in fact, we can become a greater person. It all starts at home. Thank you for your kind attention to the drawing presentation. It was a pleasure being here today and sharing my knowledge with you all. My all that we have shared be beneficial for all of us.